So Marvy and I left Las Vegas and wound our way down to western Arizona to a town called Lake Havasu. And Lake Havasu is very famous for a couple of reasons. One, the beautiful lake that the Colorado River feeds into, and also the famous London Bridge, which we will see and talk about later on in the video. However, first we needed a place to sleep, so we decided to find some more BLM land, which is Bureau of Land Management. Now there's two locations, one south of town called Standard Wash, not a very pretty place, but the other one is extremely popular, as you can see, and it is called Craggy Wash. And so we actually found a place to pull in and set up camp. However, to be honest with you, when we got there, we were just a little bit disappointed. Very nice, very beautiful. Unfortunately, I've got to, like I said, I don't try to sugarcoat anything in our videos. I'm really not going to be negative. There are some YouTubers that thrive on negativity every video, and you all know Marvy and me, we don't do that. But I kind of show you what we do kind of as a ritual when we get to any campsite, and that's clean it up. One, we have to live in it, and second of all, we really want to leave a good impression for the community and people who might use this area. This has to be one of the worst cleanup jobs I'm going to have to do. I don't even want Marvy. I think she would help me, but I don't even want her to help. But I hate to show this to everybody, so if you want to fast forward, you can, because it's kind of gross, but it's a real life camping, and it's just how some people live. So first of all, nice fireplace, bad fireplace, broken glass, it's all collapsed. Eggs shells do not disintegrate over time. They don't. So you don't throw them away. They last for a very long time. But if you look back here, someone has used this as their private bathroom, and not only once, not only twice. And you know, sometimes if you have to use the bathroom in the woods, there's nothing. We do this all the time. We dig a pit and you go, but you always get rid of your toilet paper. You always take it out, put it in a bag with your trash, and you throw it away. And this is why, because as far as we go back, you can just see it's just disgusting. Jackson, hold on. Go on, go home. Go home. You can't even see this. It's just gross. Someone left a box full of, I don't even know what's in there, trash. That's either flour or cocaine. I'm guessing it's flour. But as far as you can see, there's feces, human feces, and toilet paper just all over the place. So plastic water bottles, everything's been blown back through this crag. So I'm going to feel a lot better if it's cleaned up. So it's I don't know, it's around 3:30 or 4. The sun is probably going to drop behind those rocks pretty soon. Marvy's got the job of cleaning up and putting all the groceries away. I'm going to get my work gloves and something, kind of pliers or something, to pick up all the toilet paper. We always have plenty of heavy trash bags. I actually use trash compactor bags for stuff like this, just because of the amount of bacteria and things. The trash compactor is why a lot of trash bags are like 1/2 mil or 0.8 mil thick. Trash compactor bags, I think, are 2 mil. They're very, very thick. So that's the weapon of choice to do this. So that's what I'll do, and we'll talk to you once it's all cleaned up. Oof. So an hour and a half later, sun's still kind of hanging high. Maybe it was only an hour. Seems like it took forever, but that's all the trash. I still have to clean out the fireplace. But as you can see, this Craggy Wash going to our campsite is now quite presentable. Good for hiking, cleaned up just as far as you can see. Maybe I didn't go back far enough in the other before video, but you know, I got 2 or 3 bags full of toilet paper. Yeah, so It's kind of depressing when you live this life. And well, anytime, even when I was younger and I backpacked and camped, fishing, and just see what kind of pigs people are. If you're one of those, God, I'll get you, you know. You know, just try to be considerate to other people. I think human beings just basically, sometimes I just lose my faith in them that they aren't, you know, that way. But I really keep hoping that the majority of people are decent. But situations like this make me kind of lose a little bit of faith. But anyway, it's all done now. I've got a little bit more to pack up, and then we can relax and start enjoying some more time here at Craggy Wash. And to be real clear, most of Craggy Wash that I have seen is very, very clean. I was quite surprised by what we saw today. Really surprised. But, you know, you give somebody a chance to misbehave or be whoever they are, and they become whoever they are. So it's just the way it is. So anyway, let's carry on with the video. The London Bridge. Okay, so Marvy and I are here at Lake Havasu, where this bridge, which is called the London Bridge, if for no other reason that it is truly the London Bridge. It was built around in the mid 1850s in London, and the only problem with it, and it replaced the older London Bridge, which actually was the one London Bridge where, if you ever saw the movie Braveheart with Mel Gibson, at the end he was disemboweled and beheaded. His head in real life was actually mounted on the original London Bridge. Ouch! But this bridge was built around the mid 1850s. Unfortunately, they made it with all of this incredibly heavy granite. And what that did as it went over the Thames River was the riverbed was pretty soft. And so the bridge was slowly sinking, and not evenly also. So they decided to destroy the bridge and rebuild a newer, more contemporary bridge, wider also, that would be able to handle the traffic that was starting to happen in the 1960s. Incidentally, an interesting fact was that foot traffic and car traffic was getting to be so heavy that they created a law that the drivers had to drive to the left to avoid hitting people. And this is what started England, everybody driving on what we would consider the wrong side of the road. Just an important piece of trivia. But anyway, they put this bridge up for sale, and before they demolished it, thinking that nobody would probably buy it. In the meantime, here in America, a billionaire, a guy named McCulloch, who's famous for McCulloch chainsaws, really likes racing boats. And Lake Havasu was just the perfect place to race boats. He needed some kind of a hook or something to really bring tourists here. And he kind of teamed up with one of the original designers of Disneyland in Los Angeles. And they started looking and discussing ideas. Well, they found out that this bridge was available, and they offered a little bit over $2 million. And the folks of London said, yeah, sure, you can take it. So they disassembled it piece by piece, and they put it on a ship and brought it over here in the middle of the desert in Arizona, western Arizona, and they reconstructed it. But for all intents and purposes, this is the London Bridge without the head of William Wallace.
Yay!
It's one of the main tourist attractions. In fact, it's the second most visited tourist attraction in Arizona outside of #1, which would be the Grand Canyon. Oh, and another point, a mistake I made during the filming of this was that I said 1850s, and I meant in the 1830s the bridge was originally constructed. Then when it was deconstructed, moved to the United States, it was finished here in Arizona in the 1970s, I believe 1971. However, one important thing is that these lamps that you see in front of you were made from Napoleon Bonaparte's cannons after they were defeated at Waterloo. These cannons were melted down by the British and recast as these lampposts here on the London Bridge. So Marvy and I are here getting water with our new friend Evangelina. You've owned this for how long?
We started the business since 1980.
1980.
Yeah,
so
but the water was done before in the 60s.
Okay, so what is this? It's the place to get water. Up until now, a lot of you have probably been going to Walmart and stuff, and we were too, but we found this place and she kind of helped us out here. And what it is water is like 20 cents a gallon, very cheap. I think at this point, Walmart's like 39. You got to put all of your containers in the cart, push it all the way back and load everything. Here, you can actually, they have hoses and you don't ever have to take anything out of the van. So the name of the place is called Sunwater. And what street are you on?
We are in 50 Del Rio.
50?
Del Rio.
Del Rio. So
that's the address where you come to Mesquite.
Okay, so yeah, you're right on Del Rio. So you guys just Google it, find it, and get your water here, man. It's really, really cheap, and it's best deal in town. Okay, bye. So finally, after playing tourist and stocking up with food and water, we headed back to Craggy Wash, this time to a nicer campsite. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. It's Sunday. It's my day off, a whole day where I don't teach classes, and we've got a great campsite. Had a great breakfast. Marvy made a fantastic breakfast, and she's kind of doing some stuff around the van, and then we're going to go for a hike down the road later this afternoon. But until then, this is where I'm going to go. I'm going to try to make it up to the top of that. So I want you to come along with me and we'll see how far we make it. Okay, let's go. I don't think there's mountain lions here. I don't think, if the snakes are around, rattlesnakes, they're probably dormant because it's getting pretty cold. If not, they're certainly pretty slow. There are a lot of mountain goats that can ram the hell out of you. I think the toughest thing to do is just to try to find the easiest way up. Here we go. This is really fun. It's really cool. I'm still having just a great time. I really love it here. It's really worth everything. I think it's worth kind of the cold nights, learning how to do van life, going 4 or 5 days without a shower, being sick and not being able to go to the doctor, having the van break down, all of those things that happen to you on the road. This type of stuff, you know, really kind of makes it worthwhile. I know some of you can go, well, we can do that over the weekend. Yeah, I guess you probably can, but everyone's different, right? Here we go. Come here, I want to show you something. So here we are at the top of the first little ridge before we get to the very top, which is right there. It's not that far. So this is what it looks like. The van is now down there. And those are barrel cactuses that you see, the big brown ones, some other smaller cactuses. And we're almost up at the top. Halfway, maybe 3/4 of the way. Okay, 65% of the way done. Let's go. 66% of the way. I feel like I should have that little circle thing, like when you're loading something where it says wait, you know, wait, at the top. Okay. Again, all of this is really, I wouldn't use the word treacherous, but maybe a nice word would be unforgiving. So if you slip, you're probably in for a steep little fall. Okay, let's stay positive. Looks like some little animal, hopefully peaceful and friendly, is in there. Just go around. Whoop. Treacherous is a good word. Okay. I tell you, I stretched my calves out pretty well, but they're starting to tighten up, so they won't bother me on the way down. But on the way up here, I got a little ways to go and it's going to get tough, so hopefully they hold out. Here we go. Okay, so this is what I was worried about. If I go up, all the way up here, I'm gonna have to drop down. So it looks like I'm gonna have to drop down anyway and go up that saddle. So I'm gonna take a breather here, get a drink of water, sit down, and I'll pick up with you once I'm kind of up at that saddle, okay? Okay, remember I was just over here and I thought that if I went up there I may have to drop down again before I got to here, and I decided to go down and up this way. Well, dang the luck, it was level on top. I could have just walked straight there, up, over, and across, but there's no guidebook, so you just have to pick your route. This is kind of dicey, so I'm going to have to not video. I kind of need both hands here. So we'll see when I stop and have a safe moment to film. Getting there slowly. That's kind of where I came from. And I'm very close to the summit here. It's got to make it up there. Doesn't look like it's very difficult. This was tough right here because that's just all loose talus, and I knew once I got over here it would be a little bit more stable with the rocks more firmly in ground. So up we go to the summit. See you at the top. I think there's a vending machine. Let's hope. Almost there. Hey, this may not seem too precarious from your point of view, and you can't really maybe see how bad it is from my point of view, but yeah, one slip and I'd probably be using all of the band-aids we had in our first aid kit. So okay, I don't want to necessarily over romanticize this, so let's get up. Okay, we're almost there. I'll leave the camera on. Here we go. Again, I'm an old guy, so pardon the heavy breathing. Here we go. Get to the top without falling. And doing this with only one hand. Okay, 2 feet and 1 hand. That may come off, but before I show you where I'm at, I think that's the highest point. We'll just go straight up. We're gone. We're here. We're here. Almost. It's getting windy. So at the top, we are freaking here. I made it, so I'll give you, this is kind of where I'm at, and that's Marvy down there. See if I can give you some kind of a 360, another view without falling or losing my balance. Okay. Yeah, so okay, so that's it. See you back at home.
Hi, folks.
Hey, guys. Well, we're going to wrap it up here now. You've seen Craggy Wash and Lake Havasu. Thanks for watching everything for us. We're leaving on Friday. We're not gonna film today, Sunday. We're gonna just take the day off. Then I have to teach, and Marvy has to do a bunch of other things this week. And then we're off to Parker, Arizona, to the van build. We've never really socialized with folks before in the well, we have, but not while we've been in the van. So that will be an interesting experience. Hopefully, we'll meet some new friends and have a lot of fun over 2 weeks. We're going to try to get a video to you next Wednesday. That may not happen. I don't think the internet is that great. We'll be filming and putting a lot of stuff together that's going to be fun, but we may not be able to get it out on time. So that's the price of admission. So anyway, thanks for watching. Again, please subscribe if you haven't. Remember, I'm going to be walking across the United States. It's called Walk Across America 2020 soon. And so be sure to subscribe if you haven't. Like our videos. Please comment. We really love to hear your comments and find out whether you agree or disagree with stuff, or if you like stuff. And also hit that share button. It goes to your Facebook or wherever, and that really helps us so much grow the channel. And so if you find that you have friends that may enjoy the things that we do, we certainly appreciate you hitting that share button. Okay, see you down the road. Bye-bye now.
Bye-bye.